President Carter trusts Shah deeply. Allies share power. Stability defines this strong partnership era. American engineers and Iranian officials cooperate closely, building a future together before everything suddenly changes.
U.S. supplies advanced weapons to Iran, strengthening alliance during tense Cold War strategic competition period.
Young Iranians debate future, questioning monarchy despite strong ties with United States government influence.
Oil cooperation fuels economic growth, binding both nations together in powerful economic and strategic partnership. Protests begin spreading across Iran. Citizens challenge Shah and question American-backed authority, rapidly rising tension.
Mass protests intensify. Iran faces chaos as alliance with America begins collapsing under pressure.
Iranian troops struggle to maintain control. Loyalty fractures, while unrest spreads nationwide unpredictably fast. The revolution transforms the nation as monarchy ends and a new government begins shaping Iran's future. An embassy stands in Tehran, unaware it will soon become center of global crisis.
Radical students gather, accusing United States of interfering in Iran's internal political affairs repeatedly.
Students storm embassy compound, beginning a hostage crisis that shocks the entire world dramatically overnight.
American diplomats captured. Situation escalates into major international confrontation between former allies suddenly.
Symbolic takeover marks end of friendship. Relations between Iran and United States completely collapse.
American public watches crisis unfold. Anger rises as hostages remain trapped in Tehran embassy.
52 Americans held hostage. The situation becomes defining moment in U.S.-Iran relations history.
United States considers rescue mission. Risks high as tension escalates between two former allies.
Special forces prepare daring rescue attempt, aiming to free hostages and restore national pride.
Operation Eagle Claw begins. Risky mission under intense pressure and uncertain conditions ahead. Sandstorm disrupts mission. Equipment fails, forcing retreat and deepening crisis further dramatically.
Failed rescue attempt shocks America, highlighting limits of military power in complex situation abroad. Iran celebrates failed rescue, strengthening revolutionary government stance against United States interference.
Negotiations begin through intermediaries. Both sides seek resolution, but distrust remains extremely high. United States imposes sanctions. Economic pressure becomes key tool against Iranian government actions. Iran adapts to new reality. Relations with United States remain frozen and hostile indefinitely.
Families demand action. Hostage crisis deeply affects American society and political landscape nationwide.
Days pass slowly. Crisis lasts 444 days, becoming one of longest diplomatic standoffs ever. Iranian days pass slowly. Crisis lasts 444 days, becoming one of longest diplomatic standoffs ever. Iranian leaders organize new system, strengthening authority and reshaping political structure during uncertain revolutionary transition.
Crisis impacts election, shaping political future of United States leadership dramatically during uncertain times.
Breakthrough emerges. Agreements reached through complex negotiations, mediated by third-part nations, carefully. Is finally released, ending crisis but leaving deep scars in international relations permanently.
Families reunite. Relief spreads across America after long period of fear and uncertainty.
Iran moves forward under new regime, firmly opposing United States influence in region.
Now enemies. Distrust defines relationship between both nations for decades ahead.
Geopolitical tensions grow. US and Iran compete for influence across Middle East region continuously.
Naval forces increase presence, signaling ongoing rivalry and potential conflict escalation between nations.
Iran develops military capabilities, raising concerns in United States about regional security threats growing.
American leaders condemn Iran actions, reinforcing narrative of hostility and strategic opposition publicly.
Iranian leaders criticize United States, framing conflict as resistance against foreign domination historically rooted.
Energy routes become strategic battleground. Both nations monitor influence over global oil supplies carefully.
Indirect conflicts emerge. Both sides support different groups across region, intensifying rivalry quietly.
Sanctions strain economy, affecting daily life, while political tensions remain unresolved internationally.
Intelligence agencies track developments, anticipating moves from Iran in ongoing strategic competition environment.
New generation grows under tension, inheriting decades of hostility between two nations still unresolved.
Once strong friendship faces, replaced by suspicion, anger, and decades of political conflict globally.
A single year changed everything, transforming allies into adversaries almost overnight in shocking historical shift.
Images of embassy takeover remain powerful symbol of broken trust between both countries forever.
Iran asserts independence, rejecting Western control and defining its own political identity after revolution.
America reflects on loss of ally, adapting strategy to new hostile relationship in Middle East. Timeline divides sharply, marking moment when alliance collapsed into long-term geopolitical rivalry permanently.
History lessons reveal how quickly alliances can change under pressure and political transformation events globally.
The story of US and Iran warns about fragile alliances shaped by power and ideology. Global balance shifts as former allies turn rivals, influencing international politics for decades afterward.
Time passes but tensions remain. Unresolved issues continue defining relationship between the United States and Iran.
Military readiness stays high, reflecting ongoing mistrust and potential for escalation between both nations.
Internal politics influenced by external pressure, shaping Iran's stance toward United States continuously evolving.
The world watches closely. U.S.-Iran conflict remains critical issue in international relations discussions constantly.
Hope for peace appears briefly, but deep mistrust often prevents lasting agreement between sides.
Internal dissent intersects with external tensions, complicating Iran relationship with United States further.
Conflict extends beyond battlefield into cyber domain, reflecting modern evolution of geopolitical rivalry today.
Global economy reacts. Tensions between nations influence markets and energy prices worldwide significantly. International community attempts mediation, but solutions remain difficult amid deep historical grievances present.
Leaders exchange strong rhetoric, reinforcing divide and shaping public perception on both sides continually.
Mass uprising reshape nation, ending monarchy, and redefining Iran position in global politics permanently. This becomes turning point, destroying diplomatic ties and trust between both nations forever. Decades of sanctions follow, reinforcing economic pressure and deepening divide between United States and Iran. Regional conflicts reflect broader rivalry. Both nations influence events indirectly across multiple countries. Nations remember conflict differently, but consequences continue affecting both societies deeply today.
Peace remains uncertain, overshadowed by military buildup and political distrust between two sides continuously.
The U.S.-Iran rivalry shapes global security landscape, influencing alliances and conflicts worldwide significantly over time.
The story reminds us alliances can collapse quickly, leaving long-lasting consequences for global stability. 1 year changed history, turning friends into enemies, shaping decades of tension worldwide forever.